Welcome, YouTube fans. So I'm about to record this for my YouTube for you guys. So yeah, it sounds like I haven't heard about that any update for my YouTube channel. It's finally coming soon for next year. So guys, I'm just about to let you guys know for my Instagram and my YouTube, of course. So it's been like a week ago. So I just like I haven't done any all my YouTube videos yet before for a year ago by now. So guys, I'm sorry about with my Goosebumps YouTube channel going on so far. So because it's just some stuff we didn't know, like how bad it is for how those movies have Goosebumps. It's just only for the best, alright. So I'm sorry. I'm not trying to record for my anything on my stuff about with Goosebumps like that much. Because was this kind of exciting news about with Goosebumps. So because YouTube channel fans, so I hope you might hear this from my section or below to my comments below on my YouTube channel. So okay, so here it goes. So but first I'll start with the movies. Okay, the movies behind Goosebumps, but the first one, it did fantastic at it. I think I really have to agree though, because that first film of the movie back in 2015 called Goosebumps. So there's some other stories. There's something interesting about with them kind of. But this movie is kind of white still. But I'm trying to like that first one. I like better than the second version of Goosebumps 2 probably. But this one's I don't know. I think it's kind of a bit difficult about with Goosebumps 2 because it kind of sucks. Or like, isn't it, guys? I've no idea how did it whine so badly it is for how those crazy in Goosebumps 2. So I'm just saying, there's just bad movies, but except not the first one, because that first movie did fantastic at it. So that Goosebumps 2, not really sure, but that movie did great still, but they have a bad writing going on or something like this happen with those credits in it. So yeah, I think I'm fine with a Goosebumps movie. They're okay, but like they did great in the story of Goosebumps behind it from the author by Jack Black, aka R.L. Stein. So yeah, he's great author of the Goosebumps books. So I'm not just a fan with them anymore because I'm just saying because it just happens to all flipped out with those movies and like this ever happened because I never seen a monster so different like in Goosebumps 2 of my whole life. I see you guys you did see it before. So because we do have Slappy, but of course that's true. So yeah, we do have Slappy. So I don't think there's no only kind of issue here. So Slappy, he's a great guy. So he's great actor, like says himself. If some other rules by Jack Black, he's someone who played by Slappy, says himself for now. So probably Jack Black is kind of sound like him, but like probably maybe. So yeah, Slappy is just great. So I'm not sure I was just saying about with Slappy still, because he's a great guy. I think I have to agree because we can say the D word on him, but no way. I think that's bad for Slappy doesn't like that. So yeah, but it's okay. It's just a fake don't believe whale war from in the movie, like it is like in the movie, but not in the real life. Like probably not. So which is kind of good thing for Slappy. So he's a great keeping, who's still the whole movie having some spotlight. So it's kind of a bit interesting about Slappy spotlight, but kind of like that. It's kind of strange and odd about Slappy still, but I don't think he's I don't know like bizarre about him still like a lot about having this still a lot like in the movie at credits of course. So it's kind of a bit intense for him because he's great and he's fine still. But I know he does have creepy things like he didn't want to release all the monsters. Or like I think. So yeah, it's just intense for him like R. Stein does. So yeah, I think R. Stein's fine, like better than Slappy. I'm not saying they're better. So I'm just saying they did great, like in the movie of Goosebumps. So except all the monsters from it, well, I don't know. I don't think they haven't they're not about anything that happened like in the movies. I think it's just how it does for in the films of Goosebumps. It actually does maybe feels great. Like I think because I'm not feeling it. It is good still for the monsters like be in it with Goosebumps too because it just feels. I don't know. I think I was gonna say about the Goosebumps 2 movie. It is kind of shocking, like still. So I think some other monsters we have the Baloo Spider to that Mr. Shoes King Sean. I think he's the actor who knows about theme park. He's created his own Halloween theme park. Actually, look like his house. Yeah, he's a funny guy. I have no idea. I was thinking about with King Sean, the actor in Goosebumps 2. I think he's a great guy. I think he's in everywhere. Some other shows on my Netflix, like the comedy shows. Yeah, I think he's in it too. Like he's in Goosebumps too. Well, yeah, like he's everywhere. I'm just saying he's great. So yeah. So yeah, I think that's all we know about the movies. That's all we know the monsters. That's all we know about with King Sean. That's all we know about with Slappy. So next encounters are Dylan Monet, O'Donnell Wash, Wiley, and Jack Black. Well, because I think that Jack Black did fantastic at his acting career, like for like a little bit, like kinda. Right? But I think Jack Black is I don't know because it's kind of a bit confusing still. But I've known how it's hard to explain that from Jack Black for him because he's doing great work for his own movies of his own script. I think that's how it is with his own script. It's kind of awful being Goosebumps still. Like why he's in this movie. I think that's the only issue here. Like why is he in the movie? So yeah, it's just confusing. Like how did Jack Black says to be in Goosebumps still? Like that doesn't make any sense. Well then why he's in it? I'm maybe like during at the end of the movie, like maybe or like I don't know exactly, but I think Jack Black actually did got in Goosebumps too. Because he's very busy. I do his own movies about with the house, with clock in this wall, Harry Potter movies. But I think that's a kind of a problem about with to deal with Harry Potter because I think that Harry Potter has a lot of problems about with the house with clock in the walls. This is exactly how it looks so creepy as hell it is. Because the house with the clock in the walls, this movie is awesome. It's horrified film that ever made with this year. It came out like last September 2021. So that actually came out like a year ago. So I think I got this with me. So yes, I do have Goosebumps too. I do have my House with Clock and Walls movies. So yeah, it's just too fantastic with those movies. But yeah, that House with Clock and Walls is interesting still. But yeah, I think that's all we know about that movie about to deal with Harry Potter. I don't think Harry Potter didn't have something like this about with the House of Clock in this walls. Like how it looks so creepy like it is. Like in the film. About to having this script, like ridiculous stuff, like in Goosebumps too. Like this is just so stupid at one mistakes what they have. I don't think Jack like he doesn't has to do about with this from Goosebumps too. I think that's how I think this is how he shows up to in Goosebumps too. I don't think it was not his fault. I'm pretty sure it says his script does do all his movies to work with them by now. Because he's great actor. I'm just going to say because he's awesome in it with the House of Clock and Walls and Goosebumps, of course. So yeah, I think that's all we know about it. So thanks for your story with this video. So please hit subscribe to my YouTube channel and what you guys you think about with Goosebumps and like why is this hard to explain that whole movie is that bad it is. I for how this Goosebumps still having bad writing and a bad credits in it. So what's like what you guys you think about that with Goosebumps still? So is it great or maybe is it impossible like it is though guys? So please hit subscribe.